because at the end of the day, motivation-driven design is something that's actually agnostic to what you're designing. So we use it for building software products, but it can be used for building the processes that a team should follow. It doesn't have it, because at the end of the day, it's all about humans, and it's about making sure that you motivate humans to do specific actions that you want them to do. And that can really apply to pretty much anything that's out there. And that's why I love this framework, because it allows us to be industry agnostic while also being experts. Because if we really understand behavioral psychology and what's going to make someone tick, we can apply that to just about anything and help clients like who are experts in a specific industry figure out how to apply those principles to their particular use case.
Can you give an example of where you might use this on like a website to increase conversion, or like in your case that you're talking about in an application for people to go from a freemium to a paid version?
Yeah, absolutely. A very successful example of motivation-driven design in practice, obviously they didn't call it that, but Waze, the traffic routing application, their marketing that they have is about recruiting people to fight the monster that is traffic. So what that does is it does a few things for people. One, it creates a narrative. So it's this idea of fighting a monster. It's a story. People love stories. So much of motivation is about stories. And so when you create this story of you're going to fight the monster of traffic, that immediately engages people on a creative level. They're not just thinking about this. At the end of the day, Waze is just routing directions. It's how to get from A to B. It's not that exciting of a thing. Even if you were to just market it as we are the best traffic routing directions that will help you avoid traffic, I'm not going to be excited about that. And maybe I'll say, oh, it's useful because it'll help me avoid traffic, but it doesn't involve me in it. And so by making it this narrative about fighting traffic, it engages the creative side of my brain and allows me to see myself as part of this story of fighting a monster in a battle. In addition to that, they make it a community battle, which makes it more of this concept of epic meaning where it's about something that's bigger than myself. And this idea of being part of something that's bigger than ourselves is a very human in nature. We all want to be part of something. And that's where communities come into play, nations come into play. This is families, everything. We're very social beings. So wanting to be part of a bigger group that's accomplishing something together, and that like subtle peer pressure that happens because of that is so much more motivating than statistics saying that using this product will help you get some places 10% faster on average. I don't care. But being part of something that fights traffic, that is very exciting. Now, that's just hitting on one aspect of motivation, though, because we are very multifaceted. And that aspect is one of the stickiest, longest lasting aspects of motivation. But it also is one of the ones that's hard to get